what drove you to study medicine, Doctor?
I know what it's like to feel suffocated by a disease. I wanted to help others avoid my fate.
Your accomplishment is no small feat. Do you still have a medical license?
After my transformation, I was disowned by the larger medical community. But they can't take away my expertise.
Then their loss is our gain.
You are too kind.
I believe you are a good man.
Thank you for saying so. But I was not always the man you know.
You are haunted by your past, but your past does not define you.
I was full of selfish ambition. I used my resources to further my own goals over the needs of others.
Would you do things differently if you had the chance?
Of course.
Then you have grown into a better person.
I see. Then may I never stop growing. This is more amazing than Spider-Man. I started to relax as I was thinking about my to-do list. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This is a small victory and worth celebrating, but a greater threat still looms over us.
Of course. I may be getting too far ahead of myself. Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter. We're really getting to know each other.
I don't think we've seen the last of Dracula, but I've got plenty of ass-kicking saved up for next time.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I never doubted this outcome.
I am not used to seeing vampires in a chapel. Even Blade rarely comes here.
Naturally. Most vampires wouldn't be caught dead in a place like this.
I think you mean caught undead?
Yes, of course. Regardless, I am not like most vampires.
Because you are a living vampire?
Well, that's part of it. My powers come from a perversion of science, so I do not share the vampiric weaknesses. But our differences run deeper than that.
What do you mean?
Well, for starters, I do not abide by their foolish traditions. Most vampires are superstitious stooges, hissing at crosses and flinching whenever they feel a drop of water. I do not believe in many of the common dark magics. Most paranormal events can be explained through the magic of science.
I should not be surprised that the living vampire is a walking contradiction.
I do sound like a paradox, don't I? But give me a moment to explain. As I see it, the universe is governed by fundamental rules like gravity and nuclear fusion. Science and magic are just two ways of tapping into and manipulating those rules. So, I'm not saying the paranormal world does not exist. I merely believe most people give it too much credence. In the end, science is more powerful than a spell.
I would be grateful to have a spell in almost any fight. Or would you have us throwing test tubes at vampires?
Hey, test tubes gave me these teeth. The only thing this supernatural world ever gave me is a headache.
I suppose the magical world is not for everyone.
Indeed. But you have given me something to think about. Not many people take the time to listen to my theories. For that, I am grateful. Pick me up? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. In my case, literally, I can't stand apples. The science is a bit hard to follow. Best if I don't explain it.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Please tell me it's not another amulet. You may have stumbled onto something Until next time.
Everything by the numbers. I'm here if you need me.
Hi, kiddo. Hunter, hello. Good girl, Charlie. Hello, my sweet girl.
You okay? Can't talk long, Hunter. About to transcribe a 4-hour interview.
Is this about your investigation into the new breed vampires?
Yeah. Get this. I talked to a member of the Varney clan.
Really? The Varney line is ancient, older even than Dracula himself.
Exactly. So as you can imagine, the interview was full of juicy details.
I love a scoop. What is the craziest thing you heard?
Here's one. A number of farmers around Cleveland, Ohio have reported that something is preying on their livestock. Rumor is, it's a vampiric cow.
Eddie, seriously?
Hey, I know how it sounds, but I saw the photos.
I hope you have something better than vampiric livestock.
Well, here's the real kicker. Originally, I thought Dracula had abandoned his experiments on this new breed because he saw them as inferior. But that might not be the case.
What do you mean?
The vampire I spoke with, who will go nameless due to journalistic integrity, told me that this new breed of vampires have a corrupted or even non-existent soul.
And?
And, don't you see? You can't kill someone who doesn't have a soul. Dracula planned to raise an unkillable army.
I do not understand.
Come on, Hunter. Hey, do rocks have souls? No, and you can't kill a rock.
Even if that made sense, how do you explain the vampires we have already killed?
They're all the defective vampires. Dracula is still trying to perfect the recipe.
Keep digging until you have a hole big enough to bury Dracula and all his new breed vampires.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Honestly, you didn't even have to tell me once.